Can't expect anything else.
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect time, man.
He was doing so good. They played this game. They played it on Fox. So CBS jumped when the game was on. Hey, they tried to hate on the boy, and we don't get into it. We definitely gonna get into it, man. It's a comment.
Thank you, God, for preparing a table in front of my enemies. You can't block this. You can't block what God has already ordained, brother. Shout out to Shedeur, brother.
Hey, bro. Welcome to IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. You catch us here I'm gonna say weekly. We drop when we drop. Weekly here on YouTube. This is the YouTube exclusive episode. So don't forget, if you haven't and you're watching it, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any content that we have to drop, man. Hey, first of all, off the rip, if you're traveling and listening to us, safe travels and happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate Thanksgiving.
Get something to eat, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Get you some good food in your system. Football is on. They got games on Black Friday. Unfortunately, some of us got to work Black Friday in the business that I work in. But I'm going to still enjoy the food that day. I'm still enjoy the food. Gotta get me a plate. The best thing about working Black Friday, hey, at least I can take a plate with me. Get everybody in their plates.
Real quick rule, brother. Real quick rule. If I have to throw out there to the IDK fam, hey, 1 plate minimum. Wrap up one take home plate minimum. All right, all y'all that be like, nah, I got people at home, I gotta feed, I got kids, and then hey, 1 plate, bro. Be respectful. Have some decency. And even if I was to give you a 1 plate for like your main dishes and your dessert, that extra plate better be dessert. I understand if you don't want your sweet potato pie and your cookies and ice cream and stuff touching your turkey and cranberry sauce. I get it. 1 dessert plate, 1 take-home plate. That's it.
Hey, Brad. You know, people say sometimes take what you want. And hey, some people oblige.
Yeah, but see, there's oblige and then there's overindulgence, bro. Because some people just be carrying it just
like carry the plate. Got to carry the plate like this.
Like, because if you come to me like, hey, bro, you got a plastic bag? No, I don't. I don't. I ain't got nothing to help you tote out all 5 of those plates. I don't. I ain't got nothing to help you. Nice. Actually, put it back. God forbid if I see you carry out a tray, oh, but put it. Oh boy, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, we're gonna have a hell of a day.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Got some sports to recap. Some things that happened over the weekend. Things that had boxing, college football games that was pretty important.
Yeah,
pro games with some consequences that we had. We'll have some consequences in the playoff race. Teams looking better. Some teams are ascending. Some teams are staying stagnant, and some teams are just starting to slowly decline. And that's the nature of the game. We're getting down to nitty-gritty. Playing November football. November football means meaningful football. If you're playing meaningful football in November, you're in a good spot.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You're in a good spot. So let's start first with college football, and I'm gonna start where it's at. First one. South Carolina State, Delaware State. Watched the whole game. South Carolina State wins the back-to-back Meac champions. Beats Delaware State in Dover 28-17. Good game. South Carolina State, William Atkins, like I said, South Carolina State been playing good football lately. Quarterback has been playing very well. This game, 14 for 24, 249, 2 touchdowns. Josh Shaw had also added 16 carries for 99 yards. And they also had 4 interceptions in this game.
Sheesh.
4 interceptions in this game. One was brought back for a pick 6. But Delaware State, even with the 4 picks, Caden Bennett didn't do a great job passing the ball. But I will tell you these rushing stats. Marquise Gillis, 14 carries, 159, a touchdown. Caden Bennett, 12 carries, 131. James Jones also added 11 carries for 121 and a touchdown. If you don't not good at math like me, all together, Delaware State did what they've been doing all year, rushing for 47 times for 439 yards and 2 touchdowns. Most time you win football games like that, but turnovers kill you every time. Like I said, in this game, South Carolina State was very balanced. But Delaware State double-headed monster that they got, and then Caden Bennett making plays with his legs. Turnovers, man. Pick six early. They had back-to-back drives where they had a pick six and another interception. South Carolina State capitalized. Look at that. You take away them 2 picks right there.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Still 28-17. Defense for Delaware State kind of stepped up, though, in the middle of the game. Game kind of got to let Delaware State get back in the game. You know, big run by Marquise Gillis. James Jones been doing is it James Jones? Yeah, James Jones been doing. We've been doing all year. That 2-headed monster has been crazy all year, all year. But you know, turnovers, and sometimes when you're a new team, going against experienced team. Talking about a South Carolina State that has now 20 Meac championships, rich tradition. Since I've been alive, being in Meac football, you know what I'm saying? They've been the standard bearers for the Meac football, 20 Meac championships. So they have a tradition. They've been there before. Delaware State with D-Jack, new team, young team.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to hang their heads on for this season. Haven't had a winning season in God knows how long. Went 8-4 this year. I think he's National FCS Coach of the Year. He should definitely Meac Coach of the Year. Close, but something like I said on Thursday when we talked, right? I said I feel like South Carolina State since the A&T game been playing balanced football, really good balanced football, and they're a more experienced team. And sometimes when you've been there before, mind you, they won this game, they won the Meac last year. When you've been there before, sometimes you know what to expect more than somebody who this is their first time and really has no winning tradition. But nothing to hang hat on. Great way to end the Meac season. Great way. Congratulations to South Carolina State and Chennis Berry, who hasn't lost a conference game since 2021, but they all the way back to Benedict. So
yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir. Nah, man, I think it's just that they completed half of the formula, bro, for Del State. They completed half the formula. They ran the ball well, protect the ball. Run the ball, protect the ball. You know, those 4 turnovers it's damning, but it became crucial when you turn those turnovers into points. That's always the last key, the last step is capitalizing on those turnovers, and that's what South Carolina State did. You know, they played tough, gritty football when they had to. There was a balanced attack when they had to. You know, they retained the ball when they had to, as far as keeping the sticks moving. It was just all around balanced attack, and like Ann said, they probably had the hottest hand going into the Meac championship game. So, and Del State kind of cooling off since that Central game. Things has kind of been like, all right, we kind of see where the Rose is heading again. But you know, again, nothing to sneeze at for the season they had. They played tough all year. Ran a lot of games down to the wire with out of conference games. So let's not forget about how they started off this season as well. They gave them boys a lot of competition out of conference. So even going back to this far, coming back to in division, pretty much going on a damn hot streak, you know, until they ran into South Carolina State. They did their thing, bro. D-Jack, hell of a first year as coach. Caden Bennett, all them young boys, man. Hey, hats off to y'all. But again, back to South Carolina State, Coach Berry, man, maintain that tradition. South Carolina State, another one to add to the trophy case. Shout out to y'all boys. I guess where we going to next? Celebration Bowl?
Yeah. Let me say something about that. Hey, yo, Chennis. You know what I'm saying? It's over now. The Meac game is over. So how Meac tradition is, hey, you know what it's about now. You know what time it is now. It's South Carolina State. I'm a Norfolk State grad, but I'm rooting. You know what time it is. It's time to bring that trophy back to the East Coast. It's time. I know South Carolina State is the furthest southern team in the Meac, but it's time to take it away from them Bamas down south. It's time. They're getting way too ahead of themselves. Like they forgot who Big Dog is, who Big Homie is. They only won this thing 3 times out of all the times we've been playing it. They had Prom. They tried to get Prom to come take it from us. Hey, what happened? Nah, never that. Never that. They on a little street. You know, Howard, because we sent teams that went, we said Howard, come on. You know Howard.
You know we don't say Howard. You know how they gonna do the job. It's all love, all HBCU love.
But hey, it's time now. And we got this week, we got them 3 weeks off. Get healthy. It's time to bring it back though. You know what I'm saying? Central did what they had to do in the Meac Swag Challenge. Show them who Big Dog is. Because, like, people that don't follow HBCU football, hey, the SWAC folk just loud. but the football ain't better.
They do
It's
say
loud. They
They
very
do.
loud. And I know they're gonna get on me for this. I don't care. You know, it's Meac all day over here. You know, they very loud. But look back at the Meac Swag Challenge, how we was beating them. You know what I'm saying? Look when Bethune played Jackson. They beat them boys 66-10. Look back. You know what I'm saying? Look back when A&T was dominating the Celebration Bowl. It was easy to them. You know what I'm saying? Central got them.
Expected, yeah.
Got them.
Expected, yeah.
Hey, Chinnis, I know last year was your first year. TC had a good team. They got us. Okay. That's 3 in a row, though. It's time. Bring it back to the East Coast.
We need that get back, bro. We need that get back.
It's time. All right? Because they really feeling themselves like, oh, the Meac ain't. Hey, bro. Hey, it's a reason why they play Division 3, Division 2 schools on their schedule, and we be playing other FCS schools.
Oh, now we getting personal.
Hey,
now we getting personal.
You know what I'm saying? It's a reason. There's a reason why we got the better physical football. You know what it is. You know what we got to do when we go down there. You know what I'm saying? Run the ball, smack them in their mouth. They'll quit.
Right.
They'll quit.
Right. Yeah.
Do what coach man, what's the South Carolina State coach before Chinnis? Do what they did the first time we still came in there. Exactly what they smacked them in the mouth. Smack Jackson State off. Throw them boys around the Kobe Durant. Smack them boys in the mouth. They'll quit. It never fails. It's tried and true. 3 Cohen in them. Smack them in the mouth. They'll quit. Tried and true.
What's your
One
social
time
again?
it did work, we said Howard. But you know.
What's your socials again?
Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? IDK Sports, bro. You know, I ain't never ducking no smoke. I've been getting smoked for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, God. My boy in there fighting for his life in them comments.
Well, for real. And then, but for DJ, hey, man, great year. Got some building, but the offensive line is amazing, right? Offensive line is amazing. I know Caden, that was his last year, but I think the other quarterback, I saw some things with him. He was young. I think he coming back. If we can get him to stay, looking good. I think if you got that good offensive line, you can go get you a running back. You can go find you a running back in the portal or somebody like that. First year, I think the defense is going to get better. You're going to recruit better. And this is what I will say. Prime did a great thing. Coach Prime, Jackson State, great thing. Jackson State actually has a winning history. They have, I think, 4 Hall of Famers and NFL Hall of Famers, a winning history in the SWAC, and everything like that. They just fell on hard times. What DJ has done at Delaware State doesn't have a winning football history. Haven't been good since, I think, the 70s.
Yeah.
One in between then, they won 1 championship, I think, in 2006. I want to say something like around that time. He literally took nothing, no history, haven't had a winning season in all this time, and turned them into runner-ups in the Meac in 1 year. So when people want to, because I know that competition is going to come up. When you compare what he did, he's in Dover. Delaware is not a football state, so he has to recruit Ohio, Jersey,
Pennsylvania,
Virginia, places like that. He doesn't have many players there. Down there in Jackson, it's Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? You got tons of players in Mississippi, right? And the history wasn't there. So he's building from ground zero, really. And what he did this year, hey, bro, I didn't see it coming. I ain't gonna lie. I saw it coming after I saw them play some of the non-conference games at the beginning of the year. Thought it'd be rough for him. For him to come in this year, instill the belief with them boys, go 8-4. Hey, man, salute to you.
Right. And last thing, to piggyback off that last point, if we was kind of amazed or excited about the talent he was able to pull from like the transfer portal or from just recruiting kids he brought over from Cali, and we was excited about that going into year 2 with Dale State. Just imagine what this recruiting class is about to look like coming in next year.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of kids will start turning their back on Morgan State. A lot of them kids will start turning their back on Howard. A lot of them kids will start turning their back on Virginia State. A lot of the kids will start flipping on some of those trips that they was going to be taking to other schools, whether it's Bowie, whether it's what's that other Baltimore school, Townsend. I think he can pull some kids from Townsend. He can pull some kids from University of Delaware. Like, it's kids that's where I'm going to start flipping on those commitments just because, like, hey, all right, now we done seen proof of concept of what's going over there in Dover.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick it back home, and there's a chance I can ball out. I already shown that he can ball out. So, bruh, there's a chance.
Yeah.
There's a chance. So watch what I'm telling you. Add some more, add some more weight to that D line. Start getting some more athletes in, bro. They'll be back. Trust and believe they'll be back. These kids pay attention to stuff like that. They pay attention. Okay, we thought we had a choice between Mike Vick and DJ. Those are newcomers to the Meac. We got it. Now we're going into New Year. It's like, damn, all right, good boy. Deshaun stood on all 10 about what he said. Stood on all 10. So I think I'm gonna take my time to Dover, bro. It's very likely. Very likely. I'm actually very interested to see how he gonna go in the season, his second season there, bro. We can actually see another step up for what Dale State did this past year, and actually win some out of conference games too.
Yeah. Yeah. So big improvement. Shout out to him. I'm interested to see how the recruiting season go, and see how they can really see what's the next steps. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
Before we got HBCU news, so now that South Carolina State awaits the winner of the Prairie View Jackson State SWAC championship game. It happens in 2 weeks, I want to say. Then we'll see where we go from there. But I do know a little bit of HBCU news that did happen that I don't know if many people heard it happen. Hampton did fire their coach this year. Fire their coach at the end of the year. So we'll see where that might lead. I'm hearing names are floating, like the old Norfolk State coach, Latrell Scott, who's a grad from Hampton, might be in the running. He's at Maryland right now. If he does go to y'all, it's up because you know how he left us high and dry, but it's cool though.
I don't care. Boy, you see how we got smacked by Rhode Island this past weekend?
But
we haven't been talking about nothing since we got to the CAA. Bro, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so tough year for them. But let's transition to what FBS. Some things that happened before we get into some scores. We had some news. Hey, it's about to get James Franklin coming to Tech. About to get real spooky for a lot of schools in Virginia. A lot of people thought that Virginia was open for sale. Hey, it might be that he might be that guy that can hold it down and keep the kids in Virginia, and maybe bring Tech back to what Tech was. I mean, Tech need like a celebrity, but they needed a celebrity type head coach, and that's what James Franklin been. And he's won. Say what you want to say that he hasn't won the big game at Penn State or whatever like that. People don't remember what he took over from Penn State. He took over from Penn State. It was a turmoil and turned them back into a power. But at the same time, hey, Tech been down for a minute. I hear a lot of kids are hyped about Tech. A lot of kids are on the team. Like some commits he already had for next year are from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of them decommitted. Probably don't come to Virginia. I'm hearing rumblings of the Missouri quarterback. Maybe transferring to Virginia Tech too. That was his old backup. But Drew L.R., Virginia been open for sale for a lot of teams.
They've been.
So now that James Franklin is he about to lock Virginia back down.
Locking the borders.
Back to Tech. You know what I'm saying? Bring Tech back to what Tech used to be. And I don't think Tech is as crazy as Penn State fans. I think Penn State fans got that. Now I'm looking at them like, who your next head coach about? Because you fired James Franklin. The names I'm hearing don't give better than James Franklin, but I digress.
I mean, because where would you go? I'm gonna get back to Franklin at B Tech in a second, but where would you go? Brian Kelly, maybe Brian Hartline out of Ohio State. I mean,
I'm hearing like Hartline. I'm hearing maybe the old Northwestern coach that got fired over some stuff that happened in Northwestern. But I'm hearing his name floating around, which I don't think is a bad hire. I don't think it's better than James Franklin. Now, Northwestern, he did win games at Northwestern, which is not an easy place to win. If you don't know, it's kind of like a Duke, Stanford, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're going for head coach, but I think Virginia Tech got the best hire for them. Like that, like even when he got fired and that Virginia Tech job was open, we said that was probably who Virginia Tech needed to go get. And shout out to them, they went and got it.
For the majority of my life that I spent watching football, playing football, loving football, Virginia Tech has been the mecca of collegiate football in Virginia. Period. Over a while, a lot of our talent been outsourced. First out of state. A lot of talent left and went out of state. But even those that chose to stay in state, starting to see them end up in like JMUs, starting to end up at ODUs, starting end up at Virginia, starting ended up, everywhere else but the Mecca, bro. You know what I'm saying? Down in Hokie Nation, now trying to go to Blacksburg, bro. So it's all of that has kind of shifted. Even those that kind of, like I said, made their way up to Penn State, made their way down to Clemson, all that talent, again, has just been shipped out over and over, bro. It's time to keep the imports in-house, bro.
Yeah.
Close the doors. Close that pipeline off, bro. Own it.
Yeah.
And again, we even seen a lot of it now kind of starting to blossom elsewhere. But what that's going to look like over the next 3 to 4 years, it's going to be super spooky for the ACC. I can't warn y'all any better than I am now. Because if I can flip the at-home kids to stay at home and still grab some out-of-state talent, it's going to look a lot different than when I had to play in the Big Ten. That's all I can warn you of. It's going to look a lot different in the ACC.
Yeah. I think
we got a celebrity in-house now. We got an in-house celebrity now. It's different.
I think that was the best hire for them. I think to see how it goes. I mean, he's won everywhere. He won at Vandy. He won at Penn State. So let's see how this goes. I mean, with Virginia Tech, it's crazy, bro. Like, he got like a $41 million deal. Then we're going to move on to like the games that's actually happening. Then you hearing like rumblings of Lane Kiffin being offered like $100 million deal from LSU. Like, I don't know if that's true or not. That's like the rumor that LSU supposedly offered him like $100 million deal, which is
the Brinks truck. Back with the Brinks truck. I mean, you got to think who else is out there that's probably swaying his decision too. Is Florida still in the market?
Yeah, he said Florida, LSU. Said his family, supposedly his family went to visit both spots. I think he's gone. I think he's leaving Ole Miss. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Lane Kiffin because he done it. Like, yeah, he's not an old guy, but he
lived a lot of life, bro. He lived a lot of life, bro. And that's to be fair, man. He lived a lot, bro. And you know what I'm saying? So it could be like, no, I kind of got my betting chances that he actually does stay in Mississippi. It's just because for that reason. It's like, bro, I actually got my little piece of the pie. That could be good for them. That's when you
ain't got to worry about getting fired. Like Florida,
exactly.
If you don't do it, you're gonna get fired.
It's volatile. It's too volatile.
Him just getting to these playoffs. This is like one of the best seasons Ole Miss ever had in a long time. Mm-hmm. He'll be at Ole Miss for another decade.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Florida, LSU expectations different, but it is better recruiting. So I don't know how much he wants to be in that seat again. Or does he want to stay at Ole Miss and be at Ole Miss be at Ole Miss, win 9 games, challenge for the SEC most years, but don't gotta actually win a national championship? Or because Florida's gonna be national championship or bust. LSU's gonna be national championship or bust. After so many years, they're gonna be like, yo, we need national championship. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
go ahead.
I was saying, like, as opposed to like, all right, bowl appearance, playoff appearance, bowl appearance, playoff appearance, an allotment goes to the league, and another allotment goes to the league year after year. I'm putting out NFL talent. My recruiting classes are always 4 or 5.
The way if he keep doing the way Ole Miss will never fire.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes enough is enough. That's what I'm kind of going towards with his coaching trajectory has been so far. You done seen head coaches leave right before your eyes.
Man, they got fired on the tarmac at USC. So I mean, he done been through it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's away, away from the personal stuff, bro. So it's like maybe, just maybe, this is enough. Good is good enough sometimes. Yeah. And I can very well see him being at the reason, like, yeah, bro, all money ain't good money. They got $100 million down here for me in LSU. They got a crazy bag for me in Florida with with another set of keys to the state or keys to the city. I don't know what the offer may come with, but sometimes good is just good enough. So
I don't think it's a
I see him being
foregone
more
conclusion.
sensible. I see him being more sensible moving forward. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he leaves. I don't think as everybody trying to make it. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he dips. I think he has. I don't know. I think he might leave for Florida. I don't know if he's going to leave for LSU. I think if he leaves, it's going to be for Florida. I don't think it's going to be for LSU.
I don't think LSU moves the needle that much.
Yeah, and they got a lot of turmoil going on. They're not trying to pay Brian Kelly. They fired the AD. Governor came out and made some crazy ass press conference. This
too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much.
It's a lot. But let's go to the games on the field. I mean, the big game that we highlighted was Missouri and Oklahoma. Oklahoma's defense is amazing. Say that. Missouri's Bo had 20 for 36, 231, and 2 picks. They were held after that big rushing thing. We talked about the running backs held to 70 yards rushing. 70 yards rushing. Oklahoma's John McDaniel, 40 for 30, 173, 2 touchdowns. And then he also had 60 yards rushing. You know, the offense did just enough, but that defense, man, that defense is clicking on all. So this is a scary football team going down the stretch. If they can just get a little bit more production from their offense, that defense is legit. This is a scary football team for a lot of teams going down the stretch. That gives them 5 ranked wins too, making a real good case they could be one of the better 2-loss teams in the nation. You know, because when we get to the college football playoffs, it could come down to that when it come down to seeding, because you know what I'm saying, they 5 ranked wins ain't no slouch out of 12. Well, according to some people, but
we'll get there.
But Oklahoma's defense, man, I was on and off on this game because a lot of games going on during that time that I was watching, but for the most part, man, Oklahoma's defense, man, again.
No, shut me up, bro. Shut me up. You know what I'm saying? That's not just with Ahmad Hardy. That's with the other stable, like with the other backs they have in that stable, bro. It was like they came into the game knowing that you're gonna have to beat us with your, you know, doing something else. Like you're gonna have to beat us by putting the ball in the air, being efficient, getting the ball out your hand, and even then, just hope that you don't get a pick off of it. So, like, I don't know exactly what else needs to be seen because, like you said, they already played 5 ranked teams. You know what I'm saying? We've seen prolific passers already this season.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a dominant rushing attack already this season. But you know what the same mainstay, the same common denominator has been this whole time is that we've been dominant. Come into the game, we snuffing out the run off top. Then we're going to let the hounds go and get after your quarterback. So, and we getting picked. So, again, all it's a matter of John Batier, again, starting to return, starting to come back to form. Still making plays with his legs at this very moment. But again, that offense is going to start, gelling a little bit more as we go into these playoffs. They got another tough outing coming up here this week.
What they got this week?
Don't they is the egg? No, that's not this week.
Nah, Oklahoma, I think, don't play nobody this week.
Not this week. What they
done.
SEC after they done after this?
I think they done. I don't think they got no more games. Hold on.
Yeah, it's all good. But
LSU, they'll kill LSU.
Okay.
I mean, it's not no foregone conclusion. They play LSU at home.
Right. It is okay, even if it's not even if we don't, I'm kind of thinking about it now. Even if it's not like a marquee game or like drop everything you're doing, it's gonna be a tough matchup. It's still another outing to where they can start getting that offense back in sync.
Yeah.
Start, getting Burks more touches, start getting that running game going a little bit more. John Batier a little bit more efficient in the pass game. This is another outing to kind of start ramping up who they want to be come playoff time. So if the offense is still finding its legs and they starting to look better, and that defense still remains dominant, bro. That again, scary team.
Yeah,
scary team. This last week was all I needed to see.
Yeah, scary. Defense been played really well back-to-back games. Another game that I think I don't like. I get that we all competitive and stuff like that, but did Marcus Freeman them really have to score 70 points?
Yes,
Why?
yes, it did. Yes, it did. Because it's
Foul points at this point.
we gotta put the Salt Bay on it at this point. This is just to dust you away, bro. This is because we wanted to look like they was when you started comparing our resume and comparing how we win,
It's getting
and
loud.
you know what I'm saying, and because we got that little 2-loss crowd of teams,
Yeah.
2-loss ranked teams is starting to get crowded since that Bama loss last week. So it's starting to get crowded. So we got to do something that separates us from them. And I'm saying we as if I'm a Notre Dame fan. That's not the case. But I'm saying if I'm Freeman, I'm speaking as if I'm Freeman. I got to do something that separates me from the pack, and that is a 70 to zip, 70 to whatever shellacking of Syracuse. That had to happen. Sorry, it had to happen to you.
If you're looking like you're one, you might not even have a ranked win if USC doesn't stay in the ranking. You have none. Zero.
Yeah, they'll still be in the 20s.
Huh?
That
I mean, if USC stays in the rankings, if they don't mess around lose to UCLA, you know, I mean, I think this is style points because the rumblings are getting loud. I think Pon Fonbon done said something. I think a lot of the announcers on TV are kind of like, you protecting them by keeping them at 9. Are they really the best, one of the best 2-loss teams in the country when you start looking at resume? Like I said, Oklahoma got 5 ranked wins. Alabama has 4.
But you also got to take into account like how long we've been winning. Again, speaking as Freeman, we've been on a win streak, and who has looked better on a win streak than us?
Arkansas,
Nobody.
Boise State, NC State, USC. I'll give you that one. Boston College, Navy, Pitt, which ranked. That will help if they become ranked again. I think you 2 ranked wins. Syracuse, and you end the year with a 4-7 Stanford. I mean, I ain't got to say other teams' resume.
I'm about to say, hey, but you know what I'm saying. But after we knock off Stanford, there's no conference championship we got to worry about. Judge me on how we look as play on the field. That's what I'm saying. It just goes back to play on the field. So yes, 70.
One team you got 2 teams in the tournament you got head-to-head losses to, if they get there. And that's what the conversation has become. That Miami conversation is getting loud. I sounded the alarm last week. Some other people sounded the alarm last week. That Miami conversation is getting louder because you're saying that Miami has bad L's, but you still lost to them. So you can't knock them down, but in turn add that's one of your good losses. That conversation is getting louder, and I think that's what played in the factor with some of these style points. Because, like you said, if we'll get into some of the games next week, if some other teams lose, now that 2 loss get even more crowded. Like Tech losing the Big 12 championship game to BYU. BYU will be in, but Tech had 2 losses. You punish them for losing the conference championship game. If Georgia loses to Georgia Tech, they will have 2 losses. Now it's starting to get kind of crowded. Because Texas A&M, if they beat Texas, even if they lose to Bama in the SEC championship game, if that's what happens, Texas A&M is going to be in.
Regardless.
Bama would be in because they won the SEC. And how did that seeding go? If Miami wins with 2 losses, how did that seeding go? Now we starting to get into what is your resume? What if Oregon loses to Washington? How does that look? Let's go to next week. Oregon plays Washington next week. I really think this is still a playoff eliminator for Oregon. I think if Oregon loses again, I think they don't get in because they're not going to play for the conference championship. Even unless Ohio State loses to Michigan, which I don't even think is that. I don't know how it goes with them because they lost to Indiana, so I don't know. They don't play each other, so I don't know how that works. But If Ohio State win and Indiana play in the Big Ten championship game and Oregon mess around lose to Washington, now they got 2 losses. How do they resume stack up? This 2-loss field could get really crowded.
Real crowded.
And like I said, let's go to Oregon and Washington. This is an eliminator game, I think. I think you got to treat it as an elimination game. Because your resume is not, no matter what Dan Lennon want to say about the SEC playing one FCS team or one smaller school later on in the year, you don't have the resume. You have what? They beat Iowa. I don't know if Iowa's even ranked anymore.
No.
They beat USC. You lost to Indiana. What other win do you have on your thing if you lose to a unranked Washington team?
The only thing else I can think of in this moment is a dub against Penn State, which that's sour like milk. So losing to Washington, it could be the nail in the coffin.
You're sitting at 7.
It could be the nail in the coffin. But that's it. Again, at this point, it's just a placeholder. Your 7 ain't no different than somebody ranked 12 right now.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean nothing to me that you say that you go from 7 being in the playoffs to being completely out. That can change. That can for sure change. The only thing that would keep you in is if there's like a loss to like Ohio State next to playing Michigan or something.
I don't even think that's enough to keep you in. So like you're sitting at 7. About to be out. If you lose, you got to be out. Even if Ohio State loses, I don't know how the Big Ten tiebreaker go. The only thing that save you is about winning the conference championship. But if you don't get to the conference championship game and you lose to Washington, I think Oregon got to treat this as an elimination game. That's why they got to win this game. Because when you start putting your resume up against the other 2-loss teams, it doesn't compare. Now you open the door for vanity. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma is looking like if they went out, they win. I mean, I don't know how you keep a 2-loss team out. They got 5 ranked wins.
Yeah.
So it's an elimination game for them, man. That's an elimination game.
Now, I fully expect Oregon to still beat Washington.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fair in this. I don't want to make it seem like it's up for debate. I actually could see like a dog walking, if anything.
Yeah.
But it's just tricky when you start really posing everybody's resume together and, kind of make it this way that especially when you already have a team that's already kind of penciled in at the beginning of the year.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? And the rest of us got to kind of like fight for our scraps. That's why we get so energized or there's so much passion behind this conversation is because like, damn, everybody's really fighting and and their schedules are like this in comparison to your schedule and this like that. Like, damn, man, it's because if I lose to Georgia, damn, I'm all the way out. If I'm Texas and I lose it's like, damn, that was it. My season really came down to 1 week.
Yeah.
Because I took a good or a bad loss to a really good team.
Yeah.
In comparison to like, having, a bunch of wins, but, having only 1 loss on my record. Looking at you, Ohio State. Like,
yeah.
And they ain't even lose yet. So hold the phone if they do lose to Michigan this week, which they've done quite consecutively every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we kind of holding on hope that, you could join the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Kind of have to like have some say in this. But I think things don't change until like those top schools start falling off that list too.
Yeah. Another game I think that has some implication. I think Georgia's in even if they lose a Tech. But I think if they don't want to make the waters murky and control their own destiny and seeding, they need to win this game. This is a game because then, like you said, you don't want to make that 2-loss. I think Georgia will beat Tech, especially if Georgia Tech quarterback can't go. I think it's gonna be a close game because it's been close for the past 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Close game. I think that I think Georgia. I think Tech keep it close. I think Georgia pulls it out late. I think Georgia's Gunnar Stockton been playing better. They can run the football. That defense has gotten gradually better as the year went on.
Yep.
Georgia's a really good football team. Really kind of peaking right at the right time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
But I think I'm not saying it's a playoff eliminator. Not saying that for Georgia. But because you're not playing the SEC championship game for seeding purposes and to not maybe get snubbed on some bull crap, win this game, solidify your spot as probably at minimum a top 5 seed in the tournament. And just leave no doubt that you won the top seeds. At least you either get a bye or a home game in the playoffs, because you don't want to lose this game and then you start murking the water with all the other 2 lost teams. So it's going to be very hard, because I think Bama owns a tiebreaker to get to the SEC championship game. So they're over Georgia. And I think that the Georgia beat Ole Miss. So I think they need Bama to lose to Auburn to get into the SEC championship game.
That's right.
I think Georgia handled business. Go ahead, solidify your spot. Get ready for playoff football.
Which is just locked in. I think it's just written in pen that if they beat Auburn, no matter how the SEC championship game go, Bama's in, Georgia's in.
You think Bama get 3 losses if they lose to A&M? They put them at 10.
I think so, bro. Because again, I don't think it's quite fair to still consider a championship game or a conference championship game a disqualifier when everybody else get to sit at home. Who's going to be, and when there's some playoff teams that's sitting at home, because we could be talking about you in the same breath too. So, but the fact that you wasn't invited doesn't mean that you get to just pass go and collect $200. I don't think that's quite fair. A championship game can't be a disqualifier. Can be.
The way they've been, I agree with you, but the way they've been setting this up week to week, I think they setting it up. If Bama doesn't beat A&M or win the SEC championship game, the way they're trying to hold that Florida State loss against them, I don't think they get in, even with all them ranked wins. I don't think they get in. But I don't think they're going to put a 3-loss team, 3-loss run up in the SEC. I think if Bama doesn't win the SEC championship game and they go, yes, I agree with you. Like Georgia was sitting at home, Ole Miss was sitting at home, Notre Dame was sitting at home. Say Oregon, if they don't play one, they're sitting at home. Like it's a lot of teams sitting at home. While they playing, I think they're gonna say, "Oh, you lost to a bad Florida State team, and you got 3 losses." They're not gonna justify keeping them in.
Yeah. Okay, it's a bad L to Florida State. Copy. We got that nailed down perfect. But also, there's another loss to Oklahoma. Who's in? Outside of a Georgia team that I beat. Who else is in there? I think that's it as far as SEC teams. But the next time I ran into a playoff team, being A&M, I lose and now I'm out.
I mean, I agree with you, brother, but I don't think they're gonna put a 3 loss.
That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I'm 1-2 right now against playoff opponents. If we were to end today, we would have stopped today. I'm 1-2 against playoff opponents. That the other team being A&M, if we see them losing the championship game. But again, there's teams that's sitting at home. Again, if that's the case, if a conference championship game is a disqualifier, bro, I'm going independent because ain't no point. I'm not playing in this system that y'all got. I more so agree with Notre Dame moving forward because there ain't no point. There ain't no point if you just gonna knock me for it at the end of the year because what we playing for?
Yeah,
for me to be undefeated all season.
Yeah, I don't see them doing it. Texas A&M last test of the season of having an undefeated season is going to Texas. They're trying to beat Texas at A&M. I think A&M is in the SEC championship game, even with the L. I think I'm pretty sure. Don't get me. It's a lot of scenarios for that championship game. But Texas A&M, rough game against South Carolina. Had a little cupcake game this week. Took care of business. Got it out the way. Playing your rival. Rivalry games are always something. I think Texas A&M can still get it taken care of on Friday night. But
Texas need this one.
Yeah. A&M, yeah. Texas, it'd be good. A jumpstart Texas for like next year. Saying like, hey, this is what we can build on.
Yeah.
But A&M, like I said, just so nothing gets spooky, you need to just win this game so you can stay in that top thing when you get the bye, because you're gonna play probably in the conference championship game, and you really want to win to get that bye so you can get healthy, get right. I still got A&M winning this game. I think I got A&M kind of winning this game, kind of handling it. I think the boys gonna come really hyped up. I think A&M win this kind of like 31-17, kind of get them out of there. Let's go win the championship game in Atlanta.
Yeah, I got A&M still winning this game too. I like this game as a must-win for Texas, only for the preseason next year. You know, to kind of start the year off on a high note, and then come back healthier, of course. But for A&M, take this game, get this dub. I don't know if the goal from the beginning of the season was to go undefeated. Of course, every coach would say that. But if I can spare a couple players, even for the SEC championship game or for the playoffs in general, I'm doing it. So if Mario Craver ain't 100%, sit down. If Concepcion ain't 100%, Le'Veon Moss ain't 100%, I might start sitting some guys just because I know I already got the playoff race coming up. That's locked in hand in my book.
You gonna sit them down for this SEC championship game?
No, I'm talking about for this game.
Yeah, once you get the game in hand, yeah, you can set some people down.
Yes, indeed.
You gotta win. I think you gotta win this game. Still gotta win this game. You don't want it's a log jam. It's a log jam in this thing, the way they set it up. And for the biases, and some people are already penciled in, and they don't want to put too many SEC teams in already. I can see that.
Yeah, but at the same time, dude.
Because if you lose this, say if you lose this game, and then you play Bama and lose this game, now you got 2 losses as an A&M team who doesn't have as many ranked wins as a Bama, Oklahoma, and a Georgia.
But it still have maintained a quality resume. So even in that case where I'm only saying in the case between these next 2 games, this one against Texas, the next one against Bama potentially for the SEC championship game, is that even if you just come away with 1 loss, that 1 loss being Bama, right? I'm still saying that leaving regular season with just 1 loss is a little bit of it's not that much of a log jam as it is going into the playoffs with a 2-loss team.
Mm-hmm.
Being as a 1-loss team only puts me in a space with just Georgia and Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So I take my chances. You know what I'm saying? Like I can take my chances. That's the only reason I'm looking at it like as being full go when it comes time for playoff time. I'd rather be full go for that. Because I already know I'm kind of already booked in already. Because my resume ain't nothing to sneeze at, honestly.
Yeah, I think they gonna in pro that sounds good, but you got a rivalry game against Texas. This helps recruiting. You don't want to lose this game. And then you want to win you haven't won a conference championship since haven't been to the conference championship game since you've been in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's full go. And then we worry about the rest later. It's full go, worry about the rest later. Because you don't want to lose to Texas because that hurts recruiting. Like you should all recruit the same players in the state of Texas. Like you don't want to do that. That hurts recruiting. And then winning the championship helps recruiting, and it makes a statement because you're in the SEC, new conference. Well, not new conference, but it'd be like your first championship in that conference. I think it's full go. It's full go. I get what you're saying, but it's full go. Got to. We'll worry about the rest later.
If we walk in Texas by 3 touchdowns, pull them. That's all I'm telling
you. If you walking the dog on Texas, yeah, then like maybe get some rest for some guys. Of course, you got some other games. You got real quick Ohio State and Michigan. I think this is the year Ohio State break the streak. I think Ohio State team is a little bit better than Michigan. No, it's better than Michigan. I think they're gonna show it. and it's a Ohio State team that didn't have to play the hardest Big Ten schedule like they did last year. Like last year, people forget that Ohio State team played Penn State, they played Indiana, and they played Oregon team all in the same year. You know what I'm saying? So that was a long battle tested season, and Michigan called them at the end. You know what I'm saying? So I think Ohio State take care of business in the big house. I think it's not close. I think Michigan.
They're gonna walk them, but
kind of put it on them.
But even going back to my point about A&M, Texas A&M, again, Ohio State was a little bit more calculated, right? Like I like the fact that they already, even with the nagging injuries that Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith might add, I think if this was a more pressured game, they would have played. Or if there was more at stake, they probably would have. At least Jeremiah Smith probably would have took a run at going. But they took the calculated risk of moving forward that, hey, let's just go ahead and finish the season off right. I think maybe one of the two may be back for this game, just because it is Michigan.
Oh, you got to win this. But see, the difference, if them boys can go, they're going to play this game. Because remember, it means more. This game means more than any other game. They were trying to get rid of Ryan Day last year if he would win that championship. Like he hasn't beat Michigan since he been the head coach. I don't think, or maybe meet him once. They done beat these boys 4 years in a row. Like it hit different. It's all hands on deck. I know that hey, you might have a nagging hammy, but if you can go
but that's what I'm getting.
It means too much.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like it was a calculated risk kind of leading up into these last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Is that at the end of the year we know we got it's already looking like, but at the end of the year we're gonna be playing, Michigan, of course, then our conference championship game. We know that already. They knew that since towards the end of October. So we can rest Carnell Tate right now. We can rest Jeremiah Smith here. By the time we start getting into our playoff flow, we are up and gunning and running. And in that time, our run game has picked up. Our defense has still been dominant. Julian Sain has a lot more reps underneath his belt. It's like all these things are still progressing to where I think Ryan Day, as opposed to the field, I say Ryan Day as opposed to the field of other playoff teams. He's kind of been there, done that. I know how to get my team ready for the long haul of the football season. I think he's just a little bit more strategic in that standpoint. That his team's going to be a little bit more fresher, a little bit better to go, a little more rested moving forward towards the end of this season. And this is just a part of strategy to where I could see Ohio State might still be. Of course, they're going to walk Michigan, I think, this year. I think they're going to dog them. But going even furthermore, going into the playoff season, that they're going to be a fresher team.
Yeah, they got to win this game, though. That's just point blank, period. I don't think the fans are cool with that. They love the national championship. Love stuff. This game means a lot to Ohio State fans. Losing to Michigan 5, they lose again, that'd be 5 years in a row. That's
I'm saying, even last year, when they won last year, it was legitimately sealed that there was some Ohio State players that never beat Michigan during their time, during the entire tenure at Ohio State. That's crazy. That is crazy to think about. Your whole college career, you never beat Michigan.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, man, big games, some real stuff at stake. We'll see how the committee does it this week. Not sure. You know what I'm saying? See how they set it up, but there's some games down the stretch that need to be won. I mean, it'll be a lot more comfortable for some fans if they won it.
Sneaky game again. Bama Auburn this week.
Yeah.
I think they got Deuce at point at quarterback now at Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Had somewhat of a cupcake last week, but they look sharp. Might be a new threat. You know what I'm saying? It's not that much tape on them this year. So could pose.
Bama Auburn is always some bull crap that happens for Bama.
Exactly. So and I think the game's in Auburn this year. So
it's always something that happens, especially when it's in Auburn. So we definitely see. Let's get NFL real quick. Let's talk about it. We talked about it on the live last week. Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut, get a dub. I mean, the first Cleveland quarterback to get a dub on their debut, and I can't even say when. I don't know. It's been a long time. Shedeur, 11 for 20, 209, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this game. Hey, they didn't give him many chance to throw the ball, but when he did, you know what I'm saying, he was smart. He was smart with the ball, had that one bad pick. I mean, I think the defensive end dropped, didn't see him. Probably should never threw the ball in the first place. Bad pick, had a beautiful 50-yard pass on the run. That pass
to
was
the
nice.
right, yeah, float to the right.
Would have probably had another. That probably should have been a touchdown. But dude got tripped up, knocked at the one. I don't know what the hell Jerry Jeudy was doing. I've never seen that happen in a football game. I don't know what kind of skip the Baloo move he was. I don't know what he was doing. But that was a nice pass that he made. Definitely had a sparks to offense. Definitely Shedeur was looking to push the ball downfield when he had the opportunities. Checked down, didn't hold the ball too long, stepped up. Then it got way conservative with the play calling. Some of the run plays, like you trying to run an inside zone with Flanagan coming across the block, Max Crosby. I didn't get some of the run plays they was calling. Like you thought you were really gonna have a tight end come across the formation to block. Probably one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. Weird. Defense when they playing with a lead, show what they can do. I mean, they was all over Geno Smith like a little pony, bro. Like all game. It was
What Garrett set another record today, or set a record like most sacks in like a 3-game stretch or 4-game stretch or something.
Yeah, man. Because how many you get? I think got 2 today.
Yeah.
We got 3. Hey man, it's I mean, the team look energized. I know it's good. Everyone gonna say, "Oh, the Raiders." Dylan lost to the Jets. Jets just as bad. So, yes, it was the Raiders. He looked good. Off of 1 week of practice with the ones, you could tell Tillman and him wasn't on the same page. Judy Flanagan and him was on the same page. Judy was on some of the same page too. And I think Judy was happier, got the ball, kind of opened up the play for Junkies. That little screen pass to Dylan Sampson was a 65-yard touchdown. So I'm glad he got a touchdown because they was not trying to. The play call in the second half, you're going to look at the stats, second half, he only had 23 yards. But if you look at the play calling, brother, that was the most conservative bull crap I ever seen. I think Kevin Stefanski did not want him to get that 200 yards or that touchdown.
But
you don't want to answer questions.
But even at that, bro, it was just enough. I think the most proudest fact for this for me is that you put me on the field long enough to where I was able to put some on film. Like you said, that 50-yard bomb was enough. So even if you wanted to bury me on the bench again, that's fine. I already showed what I needed to do. I already did what I needed to do out of this season. Yeah, so go ahead and stash me again. Go ahead and bench me, put me 4th, 5th, 6th. I don't care. The cat's out the bag now. The cat's out the bag. I can see the joy and excitement on that Browns bench when he make a play. See how that team is invigorated again and ready to play again.
Right there with him all game.
You know what I'm saying?
Sean was there. Myles Garrett smiled. I ain't seen that smile all year.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting excited, like, oh, snap, like, bro, they ready to play again. He inspired that team. So again, the cat's out the bag already. So go ahead, do your worst because you know what I'm saying. After that 50-yarder, bro, it was kind of like, all right.
Looking to put the ball downfield, move, let him push the ball, and then he still dumped it off when he had to. Some plays were scary. That little swing pass, if that was anybody besides Jamal Adams, that's a pick 6.
Yeah,
but he's a rookie. 11 for 20, 209, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That's not bad. I mean, better than somebody throwing the ball 40 times for less than 200 yards. The ball came out, good time. He took the ball out of his hands in the second half. Some of them run plays were crazy. Some of them pass plays in the second half they was calling. He had no safety valve. He was just trying to make a play. Only had really 1 bad or maybe 2 bad sacks. But for the most part, he stepped up in the pocket, got the ball away, threw the ball away when he had to.
But again, that's typical rookie play, right? There's a molding that has to be broken anyway when you get into the league for most quarterbacks, right? Holding on to the ball too long, for not knowing when to say die, letting the play go. You know what I'm saying? That already has to be crafted out your game already.
Yeah.
So if we just seeing some of those bad plays he did put on film, of course he did put some bad plays on film, but it's not earth shattering. It's not, it's nothing to throw out the window, bro. It's some talent there to work with. Again, do your worst, because whether it's here or there, there's a place for me in this league, and that's all you have to show. That's it.
Yeah, he made some. He definitely did. This is like one game of him playing with the starters. So say what you want to say. I know it's gonna be haters that's gonna say, "Oh, hey man, y'all, the boy only had 1 week, first time ever running with the starters. 1 week, you can live. I mean, like the thing that made me mad when I was watching, I'm like, you can literally see that the OC and Stefanski did not want him to. I'm convinced. Y'all just call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't know football. I shouldn't have a podcast. Whatever. They did not want him to get that touchdown or that 200 yards. Because now questions got to be asked.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed the ball down the field. He inspired the team. He won. Dylan Gabriel's debut was against the Jets. The Jets are just as bad as the Raiders. They lost. He won. He pushed the ball down the field. Got the ball to your playmaker. Team was inspired. Now you got to answer the questions. And that's what I want. That was the plot for me. Yeah. Now I love when you put people in situations where they got to answer the questions. Why are you going back? The offense hasn't looked that good all year. Who you got next? Hold on. You got the Niners, a hurt Niners team. Hurt secondary for real. Really hurt linebacker crew in secondary. You gonna put Dylan back out there?
Yeah. Go ahead. The thing is, just prove the point. My thing is, like, I'm looking for validity to the disrespect. All right, you think I'm not worth to be a starter, or I'm not good enough to be a starter? Yeah, that's fine. Hey, bro, that's actually kind of typical of the path. Even if you went round 1, I'm like, bro, that makes sense. You should hold a clipboard. Round 2, hold a clipboard. Round 3, whatever. Round 5, and I get here and I'm 3rd, 4th, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Damn near P squad. Like, okay, now
I come the practice squad reps. I think Billy Zappi was getting the practice squad reps, but I digress.
So I'm barely playing during the week. So now you got to bring validity to the disrespect when it comes conference time. You got to confirm everything that you said prior to of why I can't get playing time, or why I'm not ready yet. Now confirm that now. And you won't be able to. Because now, like I said before, the cat's out the bag, bro. So go ahead and bench me again. Go ahead.
Now you got to make the decision. If you bench him and Dylan go out there and look horrible again,
and then your
team is looking at you like
exactly. They're looking at
we saw it when he's out there practicing and stuff. But what we do now? What you do now? What do we do now?
Team all happy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody smiling. Now go back to what you was doing. Sideline all deflated, morale low. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Myles Garrett, I'm gonna still get my numbers. Don't get that twisted. But you know what I'm saying?
Defense played inspired. That defense played even more inspired than they've been. You know what I'm saying? You could tell Jokers was doing a little bit more. It looked better. But let's see what Stefanski said. That's going to be an interesting going into this week. How does he answer them questions? I'm very curious to see how he answered them questions. Another team got to answer some questions, man. Like, hey, man, the Eagles, man.
Oh, is that time? It's that time.
You know what's
T?
What's happening? Now you're 8-3. You're going to a Bears team. I think it's also 8-3. Like now you're fighting for like home field advantage in this NFC.
Yeah.
Rams right now, as we talking, putting it on the Bucks.
Yeah. We got we still got the head-to-head winner over them, over both those teams actually. So it was already a holding on to that number one seed with like white knuckling it, trying to do the best we can, just because there's a lot of competition in the NFC at the top. But this was an L that's been waiting to happen, bro. You know, me and Ant talk offline all the time, but this is an L that's been waiting to happen. Waiting to happen. We just since that Giants game on Thursday night where they just kind of completely got schooled. This is just something just like, all right, y'all just skating by on thin ice. There's gonna come a time, and Ant said it also. There's gonna come a time where that defense gonna be where that defense can't get y'all out of a hole. There's gonna come a time, and for certain, I backed it up with saying that there's gonna come a time when you will have to throw to win a game, or you will have to. Jalen gonna have to be cut off a leash to win a game. And for that second half, I think Jalen played a pretty decent game. I think he went 24 for 36, almost 300.
27, 39, 289 and a touchdown.
Yeah. Had 2 rushing. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I think he played a good game.
Took a bad sack at the end of that game.
Bad sack. Man, but other than that, there was other, mistakes too. A lot of penalties. That offensive line accounted for at least, I'll say, probably over half of our penalties, just of the offensive line itself. Mm-hmm. False starts, holdings, illegal contacts, like whatever you want to call it. Just a complete falter on the offensive line itself. Mm-hmm. And then second, that really did us in, one thing we've been in the positive for this entire season, we actually found ourselves in a deficit, is the turnovers. We started turning the ball over this year, or this game.
Horrible time for the turnovers.
Saquon, again, we completely abandoned the running game. So by the time you got the ball again, you were like, what the hell is this in my hands? What is this? What is this pigskin? I get it. You used to being in open space. You ain't really got a feel for the game no more because we been throwing the ball every time we went out. I can forgive your fumble. Not really. But I got more grace for you. That damn punt return, fielding it within the 5-yard line, damn near at the 1. Boy, what the hell is you smoking?
They didn't score.
You're fielding it at the 1-yard line, Ant. What are you going to do? Oh, you must be Devin Hester. Oh, I didn't know you was Dante Hall. Oh, you throw up that must be you. Nah. So why the hell are we fielding it within the 5?
Yeah, it's the offense. You get that 21-0 lead, and the offense is like, okay, we back, we rumbling. Then it's like you turn back into the offense we seen for the past month in the second half. Didn't move the ball, and then like say what you want to say about the Cowboys. That offense is really good. You know what I'm saying? They got receivers. Javonte Williams ran the ball good enough. He does good enough to like keep you honest in the run game. And eventually, them guys that gonna get the ball to them guys. They got too many weapons not to get them to. You got Pickens, you got CD, you got Ferguson. Like they started getting it in. I kept watching the game. That slowly but surely, okay, that's 21-7. Okay, 21-14. Then y'all missed that field goal. I was like, in the turnovers, it's just like it showed itself that offense got stagnant. The second half, it got stagnant. I think I was 5 for 12 for third down. Just can't run the ball. Saquon had 10 carries for 22 yards. Well, it's 3.5 yards to carry. Team-wise, only ran the ball for 63 yards, while the Cowboys ran the ball for 125 yards and threw the ball for 348. You know,
I'll tell you this, Ant. I saw the momentum change at the end of the second quarter when they scored that late touchdown. My biggest fear going into the third quarter was, all right, don't come out here and go 3-and-out. That'd have been the word. That'd have been the last catalyst y'all needed to really like pack this game up. I would have known where that game was going if they went 3-and-out. They stalled it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Still, defense still held in tough when they needed to, got them off the field when they needed to. So they made them work. They made them earn those last 2 touchdowns of the game.
Yeah.
But that momentum, they never got it back. The Eagles never got that momentum back. Especially that fourth quarter. The stadium was rocking.
Yeah, it just
It
seemed
was
like
too much.
to get shut down by that defense. And then, like, I don't know what's going on with y'all offensive line and run blocking. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if it's Saquon trying to make the big play and not hitting the hole, like how it's intended, hitting the run gap how it's intended, or it's something more to it. I don't know.
It could honestly be both, bro. It could be insufficient like run blocking. It could also be Saquon, where you don't have no trust that it's going to be blocked well or blocked properly. You know what I'm saying? To where he could just be abandoning it, trying to find whatever he can. That's how he's approaching every run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there is no consistency or no rhythm to the play calling neither, to where it could be feast or famine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna get 20 touches this game or maybe 11.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no rhyme or reason to what we're doing on offense yet. So
I think what makes it scary, and then I'm gonna say next week. I think y'all win next week, but I'm gonna say what makes it scary. Teams that have multiple good route running receivers or dynamic receivers are a problem for y'all. The Rams.
Rams, I knew you was gonna say that one. Yeah.
What was the other team?
Bucks.
The Bucks gave y'all some issues, but that was more Baker was hot. It was hot. They kind of going on, but that's why I said this game was scary because you got 2 number 1 guys and a good tight end. Mm-hmm. Now people got to cover.
They know where to hide.
Now I have to, even like that play on that slant with Pickens. The guy ran into Quavion. What's how you say his name? Quinion. You know what I'm saying? He can't guard everybody. So then now you're facing a hot Bears team who got some guys. You got DJ Moore stays in the slot a lot. So I don't know how y'all about to play that because you know what I'm doing.
Oh,
DJ plays in the slot a lot.
I agree.
They keep Medusa on the outside and another cat on the outside, but the tight end plays the vertical game and in the seams game, and they move DJ around. His touchdown he got was from the slot. They like to get the ball in his hands quick, let him make plays. DeAndre Swift is running the ball very well.
He ain't no Javonte.
Ain't up in fan with him, huh?
Yeah, he ain't no Javonte though.
Nah. Who? DJ?
Swift.
No, I mean, I'm saying DeAndre Swift is running the ball very well for the Bears. Caleb is on the high. Ben Johnson can't call plays. I want to see how this secondary line, what is Vic going to do? Because now, this is the first time where Coop they're going to keep him in the slot.
That's a fact.
He's going to have to play. I like the team, but this is the first time where the number 1 is not going to always line up on the outside.
I tell you what, after this Cowboys game, and be fair, Pickens is playing otherworldly right now. Like this, he one of them. He one of the ones. It's probably him and Jackson Smith and Jigba is the only two guys I can think of right now. And Puka, excuse me, that's up there right now. That's playing crazy. But after this damn game, stay your ass in the slot, stay your ass in the nickel. It ain't for everybody, bro. Playing a boundary corner and playing nickel, even though it is eerily the same, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It requires two skill sets, bro. It's not the same. So for all the fans, it's like You can just move Coop out there and everything be fine. Boy, Pickens went 9 for 9. he went 9 for 9.
And that's what makes it nerve, because like now you got to say, all right, Quinn Young is going to do a doomsday or play his man on the outside, or DJ Moore ain't no slouch, and he's a tough. Like DJ Moore and Pickens, not saying like Pickens is playing better this year, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see what you about to go.
Nah, Pickens is playing better this year, but the way they play is get the ball. They are like great run after catch guys. Like DJ Moore is a run after catch guy.
Okay.
But contested catches, Pickens is better. But DJ Moore, ever since he was at Carolina, you get the ball in his hands, he's not an easy guy to bring down. And he makes tough catches. Now, Pickens, the contested catches he make is ridiculous. I don't like.
Bro, I'll take DJ Moore any day of the week over before I had to guard George Pickens again.
Oh yeah. The way, especially the way he's playing right now, because he does contested catches in the way he can run out the ball. I'm just saying. The game plan with DJ Moore is to get the ball in his hands, and he's not an easy guy. He's never been an easy guy to get on the ground. Never been an easy guy to get on the ground. Man. And this is going to be the game where the number one is going to line up a lot, move around a lot. How does Vic Fangio handle that?
I think that's an easier assignment, honestly, than what the hell they had to deal with this past weekend with the Cowboys. If you're asking me, that's an easier assignment. Because them boys, they got hell on wheels down there in Dallas. That boy looked like hell.
Oh, for sure. But the Bears are kind of set up not like that as good as the receivers, but they got a decent running back like Javonte. It's a decent running back. DeAndre Swift is a little bit better than Javonte. I will say that. Dak is playing good football. Caleb is playing good football.
I must have to watch more Bears games.
Yeah, they playing good. I mean, they playing good football. That defense is better than the Cowboys defense, though. I will say that. And hey, it's a dog out there at corner that because AJ Brown was slapping some of them boys away because them boys ain't strong enough. I don't think Jalen's gonna get pushed around the way that all right. I'm saying AJ Brown against top corners.
You being messy. Go ahead.
No, it hasn't though. What did Pat do? His top corners, he does not look.
Who else?
Who else I played? I ain't even played that many top corners. Do you think AJ goes for 100 on Jalen? I think Devontae got a chance to have a big game. I don't know who the corner on the other side.
Nah, I say him and Nashawn. Was it Nashawn, right? Old dude from last chance year.
Jalen Johnson is a more physical, is a physical corner. So I don't think physicality is going to be the problem with AJ. Not saying that like he's strong with AJ, but I don't think he's scared to get physical with AJ neither. The Cowboys were staying away, then try to tackle the nigga. Then he was just like that was dumb.
I'm gonna give me this 100 yards so I can go. Let me hold this 100 yards so I can go.
It's gonna be a tough game. I don't think it's no side, and it's a game that you want to win because you're still trying to. You want that first. You want the road to the Super Bowl in NFC to go to Philly.
Yeah,
Chicago got 3 losses too, 8-3 too. So you still got the head-to-head with the Rams, so you want to keep them head-to-head in case that come down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? It means something down the stretch, but they got to get this run. This is getting cold.
This run. That's the thing. I think that's my final point. I think at this point in the season, you might be who you are. I think we talked about it offline, bro. It's like at this point you are like, bro, if you can't run the ball. There's only so many things that's going to be installed during the week that's going to fix the problems that you guys have up front. The penalties, that can vary between week to week. You can do a better job of it going into this week than you had last week. Cool. But as far as the assignments, the scheme, the blitz recognition, all those things, bro, like you are who you are at this point. That's training camp stuff. You can't fix that now. Yeah. So if your run blocking ain't that great, cool. I can probably make an argument for you because Lane Johnson is out. That's the best I can do in this past game. That's the best argument I can put up for you. But after that, this is whatever decline happened from last season. This season, it's apparent and it's causing it's puncturing a hole in any plan that we show up with offensively, week in, week out.
It's a tough game. You got Bears. You got some desperate teams. It's like at the end of the year, you playing some teams that's trying to play for seeding and division titles. So you're gonna get their bet. You got the Bears, you got the Chargers, who I know that we think they're on the decline, but they still got a lot. They still got a chance to win the division. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Raiders, you should kill them. Commanders ain't no good. You got the Bills still in the fight. Like you got some teams that's still in the fight that's trying to like win the division too. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all probably about to have the division sold up if y'all win. I mean, I don't think nobody's catching y'all. But now it's about seeding. Like this Bears game mean a lot for seeding because they 8-3 too. They can go on a run. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting cold. Y'all play outside. I ain't never seen an outside team that can't run the football that wins Super Bowls. I'm just keeping it a buck.
That's the first thing that I mean, I know a lot of people have been paying a lot of attention to the passing game and what's going on there and the play calling and whatever. Mm-hmm. Can you run the ball? Can you run the ball? You can't. All right. Well, we got bigger things. We got bigger fish to fry before we start worrying about who's getting targets.
Because right now, it's the standing stay how it is. The Rams probably about to win. But the Rams is gonna have home field advantage because they're 9-2. Then it's y'all, the Bears, the Bucks, because they projecting to win the NFC South.
Yeah.
You got a Seattle team that's there 8-3, a Green Bay team that's 7-3. Shit, you got Detroit sitting there at 7-4 with San Francisco. Still got Dallas hanging. That win with Dallas got them hanging around. Carolina hanging around. That top though, I still think y'all, the Rams, are the best two teams in the NFC. But I really feel like Philly wants that game to be, if it's in the NFC Championship game, they want it in Philly. I don't think y'all want that game in LA. That's so far. Because then things get
and the play. Well, oh yeah, now we throwing the ball. Now y'all got it's air conditioned, it's heated. Everybody's comfortable, relaxed at home. We had a good night's rest at our own cribs. Yeah, it's different.
Life and you're not in the elements. You're putting a team that's not in the elements.
You're right. We indoors. Yeah, life is good.
Like, yeah. Still want the road to go through Philly, man. Still want the road to go through Philly. Let's see how I go. I mean, he had some other good games this week, you know. Just real quick. Packers still keeping in the AFC North. The Ravens win again.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to putting it together.
Put them together.
Lions bounce back with overtime win, close win. The Falcons get a dub. So, man, it's a lot of football. A lot of football left to be played. A lot of things can happen.
Indeed.
Last thing, let's get into it, man. We had the fight Saturday night, man. It was called Fight Night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. You know, Benavidez versus Jarde, Norman versus Haney, Mason versus what's that man name? David Noakes?
Sam Noakes.
Whatever his name is. Then you had Bam, Unify. So Kenny, you watched it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I had to catch the highlights.
Yeah, man. So I think out of the fights, I would probably rank Benavidez, the Benavidez fight 1, Bam 2, probably Haney. Nah, I'd probably go Abdullah 3, and then probably go Haney the last one. I start this way, Haney one, just because after that knockdown in round 2. Well, let me just say this: coming to the ring, Haney looks strong, bro. 147 might be his.
He was a bigger fighter. When it comes down to the place, he actually was the bigger fighter.
147 might be his division.
I don't know how he looks 135. I still don't know how he did.
Yeah, bro. They might have been hanging around too long down there at 35. because 47, he looked sharp. He looked sharp at 47. So just coming to the ring. But like I was saying, as after that knockdown in round 2, it was like, oh yeah. And the power came with it, starting to get some strength on him. It was like, okay, yeah, this that's all I needed to see about what he can do at 47. Because everything from then on out, I was telling Ant while the fight was happening, I was like, hey, Norman he ain't got nothing to do with him. He can't do nothing with him. He can't get no offense going. He don't know where to feint, where to use his jab, where to do nothing. And whereas on the actual opposite side of that, the jab was open all day for Haney. Busted his nose open off the jab. Like, Haney's game still translated to another division.
I think from the highlights that I saw, actually I kind of got a way to watch that whole fight. I think this might be the one where he might try to go. He was undisputed at lightweight, so that happened. When he beat Kambosos, he was undisputed.
Yeah.
I think he had the chance to go undisputed at welter again.
He could.
I think once Barrios and Ryan Garcia fight, I think he's going to run it back. Ryan Garcia, I think that's the plan. If Ryan Garcia wins, to run that back. I think his power I think he showed a little bit more power. I think he wasn't draining his body as much. He looked like this is his that he can. This is a good weight for him. Norman just didn't have any answers. Once he dropped him, then at the same time, I will give Norman some bell. I think his nose either was dislocated, broken. I don't know how you do with noses. It's hard to breathe, and that happened in like late second round, mid second round when he got dropped. It's hard to breathe. It's hard. Not many fighters have the mental fortitude to fight that long with a broken nose because now you mouth breathing. You can't really get your air. You're trying to stay, even though you're in shape. It's rough. It's rough. It's like focus, and your nose is steady leaking, blood getting in the back of your throat.
How about to say, fast forward? If I fast forward a little bit to the Benavidez and Yarde fight, Yarde's nose got busted open in that fight. So in that fight, you can visibly see Yarde was bothered by it. So the bleeding, the constant, like he was constantly pawing at his nose, because it was so bothersome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So to deal with, and you can't protect it. You're gonna get hit.
Exactly. So it's just it's a glaring vulnerability that you're trying to wear through what we said that was in round 2, so for another 10 rounds.
Yeah.
For Norman. So yeah, it takes some level of warrior spirit, some level of toughness to even get through that.
Yeah, and he dotted his eye pretty good. And he showing some stuff, man. Like it's starting to become all right. People might not like some of the antics of the dead and stuff like that, but he's a great fighter. He's starting to reach that level of generational fighter for this generation. Like he's starting to
possibly
get to that level. Up next for him, like I said, Garcia. I think Boots left, so I don't think Boots is coming back to fight him, even though I think that would sell. But yeah, I think welterweight might be his division. I don't think he's in no rush to move up the 154. I don't think he's in no rush to move up the super welter. Even if the money is there, I think he's probably gonna unify here, maybe try to go undisputed. What he can do. The other fight, like I said, Benavidez, Yarde. I think Benavidez has got to be in this domination era now. The jokers don't want to fight you. You can't make people fight you. Now, whatever fights you get, dominate. Like be the draw because you just put people on the canvas and dominate.
There you go. And again, that was another successful night in that effort, right? Because even if you had the questions about Benavidez's power, punching power, and it not translating to 175, even if you had those questions, which you still could say even after this Yarde fight, like I don't know if he got punching power like that. Regardless or not, you gotta still be able to deal with the volume. He got hand speed of a lightweight. And that's different from somebody that's punching that or that's fighting at 175. That's not you don't run into those type of fighters that often. You know what I'm saying? That has that type of hand speed. So for Yarde, I think Yarde has the heavier hands, but that matters none if you can't stop what's coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like for Benavidez, it was just a clear like ass whooping for me, just because he couldn't stop the volume. The combinations, the work he got against the ropes, bro. It was just like you can't stop it.
Yeah.
So that kind of in pseudo makes up for the punching power because the volume of punches that you're taking is still going to add up to the same amount as if you got like a flash knockout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which eventually happened because it's just like ended up being like a TKO just because he couldn't. Again, he was defenseless. Just broke him down round by round, just bop, combination, and it was just like, bro, this is too much. It's too much volume of punches coming my way to really get any offense going. I probably saw one good counter, one or two counters from Yarde. After that, you can't counter everything. You can't counter a combination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like with Benavidez, like I said, man, it's going your domination era. Whoever they put in front of you, get them out of here. Make light work of people. And eventually, the noise get too loud, and one of them boys got to fight you. Probably that Canelo ship is sell. He'll probably retire. So
That's gone.
that ship sell. But Bivol, Better Beef, maybe if one of them cruiserweight guys is sweet, and maybe you can catch him. That's the only way I move with the cruiserweight to catch a belt. But these guys, if they're not gonna fight you, if Better Beef and Bivol not gonna fight you, then let's go on a domination era. Whoever they put in front of you, dominate them. And just show that you wanted them more dominant, and you was a monster. Everybody was scared of you. You was the boogeyman. They wouldn't fight you. So that's really what Benavidez's next route is, because like at this point you can't make guys fight you. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle trying to like wait around or try to push up and weight, go down and weight, trying to fit into what other fighters want to do. Is too much torment on the body, bro. At this point, you got to pave your own legacy. Again, I'm not saying you Andre Ward, but you just got to go with what's there. Go with the opportunities that's there, and not try to force yourself or force a legacy fight when the other fighter doesn't want it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do you and your team a disservice, bro. You do have to pave your own lane, and at the end of the day, we'll do the numbers. We'll, we'll revisit the tape. And trust me, bro, just keep finishing the fights the way you do. You'll be remembered. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can
do. Abdullah Mason, get into it. Youngest world champion right now, 21 years old. Future star, I think. They still learning, like, got many levels left to get to, learning how to fight. I think his power hasn't came in fully. I think he has a good team, good skill set, athletic kid, tough kid, definitely can take a punch, tough kid. When I've been telling you, like, when his power sets in, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. I think he has good technique, good footwork, young fighter, but already a champion. Team did it right. Turned pro early, didn't have many amateur fights. People questioned that when he became pro. I think he became pro right at 18 or maybe 17. Now he's 21 or 20, already with 20 fights under his belt.
Active.
Got a chance, man. Got a chance to really keep doing work. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about by the time he got 30 fights under his belt, he's only what, maybe 27?
Yep.
And then his power set in. He finally found his weight class. Like how his team is bringing him along. He's seen a little bit of everything. He did a little bit of everything. Worked them. Done been in tough fights with tough competitors. Been in tough fights with ex-champions. Now he finally got his belt. Let's defend this belt. Probably move up soon. You know what I'm saying? Because he's young. Body's going to change. Probably move up. Probably maybe do maybe 3 or 4 title defenses before he moves up. I don't know who else is in this division to really get a fight with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might know more than me who left. in this division who you might he at super light?
He's still at 130.
130. So
I think
I don't know who's really at 130 to make
that
that.
was 135. I think he at 135 now. I'm sorry. That was
Who's
130. That's
still
35 fight.
fighting at 135 to make that fight with?
Shakur still at 35.
Not gonna fight Shakur. I think they're the same. No, they're not.
Some other guys at 35. But not of that ilk though. To what you're mentioning, he's not of that ilk. I think you probably have like a Kid Austin that's probably running around here. Schofield kid's probably running around here still. But nonetheless, man, I agree with Ant. Like the way his camp's running him up. He's been very battle tested. Even in that Noakes fight, very battle tested. Talking about a kid before he was 21, already been knocked down in big fights, got up, still closed the show. Talk about a kid that, traded with some of our heavier punchers at 30 and 35. This kid, he done seen a lot of boxing before seeing the belt. Now, here's also the same issue, is that I don't know if he rectified all his mistakes before getting the belt. Now that he has one and he's the hunted as opposed to being the hunter, I don't know how many bad habits are still going to linger on. Even in that Noakes fight, he stayed on that central line a little bit too much for my liking, not too much body movement. But again, there's still time. He's young. Again, he still got time to put on some of that pushback weight to where he can fight in that pocket and trade as much as he likes to do now. Yeah. But I hope, some of those bad habits, he still got time to get some of those bad habits out of his system and really, get trained up still. Because the challenge is only get tougher from here on out. Whether he stays at 35 or keeps going up as time goes on, it's only going to get tougher. And people are going to be coming for you. You know what I'm saying? So,
fight still, stick with your regimen. You can stay active. I love his activity rate. Love that part about his game.
Yeah.
But at this moment, congrats, champ. Congrats, brother. You did it.
Yeah. So Mason did his thing. Hey, I'm investing in his career. I think this comes to camp, man. I ain't seen nobody bring somebody up maybe since like Gary Russell was a good one. Who else came up and actually fought people? Like put him with a soft paw, put him with somebody that's longer than him, put him with somebody that's bigger than him. Like they letting them see different things, and I think it's going to help him in the long run. So shout out to that dude Mason, definitely a future star in this fight, in this game, I think. And then, you know what I'm saying, let's get into the last one. Your man that you high on, I'm kind of on the fence, but Bam, I like him, but I don't think I like him as much as you do.
We just gonna have to differ then, because that boy Bam a problem. Yeah, that boy Bam a problem, bro. It's from this past card, I probably got about 3 that have a good case to be on that pound for pound list, and probably same 2 or 3 that can be within that top 5 on that pound for pound list. And Bam is solidly on that top 5 on my pound for pound list. I'm talking if everybody had
what division he in?
Flyweight.
That the same division as that monster?
Super flyweight. What anyway? No, his brother is in the same rank with or same class with Bam, but not the Japanese monster though.
I mean, he does work at flyweight, but this is such a down time. This ain't the same flyweight of like early 2000s when like I can't think of some people's name, but they had like some killers at flyweight, like you had power boxers. I just think since sometimes all the guys get forgotten about because that division is not them divisions under like lightweight don't always have the best competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of international competition, not really American, because a lot of the American fighters they might start there, but they don't stay there long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but he's still like, I mean, even if you're looking at like the next, our most popular American small guy. I mean, shit, I think Bam was from Texas while I'm saying that. But next most popular American small guy, Fulton? He's at 125? So
Dog. It's only dude to win overseas that actually challenged himself.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Bam is like 118. He fights at 118, bro. It's you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's only you can't only look so far for like the next great talent at 118.
Yeah.
So
If he was
for the
at
time,
125, it'd be better. Like 118 is just like he dominates. I'm not getting wrong. Like he's a powerful 118. Like he puts in work at 118.
he
But
closes the show, bro. And that's
like,
what I'm saying. He closes the show.
who are you fighting though? That his
Yeah,
record.
but you can look over here, look there. Again, that was a unification fight he just had. He was fighting a champion. If we want to give that credit, he fought a champion. That was a unification fight. You know what I'm saying? So we can I think he's gonna keep walking on these straps. He a young cat too. He can keep walking on these straps, go undisputed, and then you know what I'm saying, take his talents elsewhere.
You have to move up at least to 125.
His work rate is up too.
I know he's a young dude, but like I think for his name, like he's like as far as boxing guys, not this is what I'm saying. I am a boxing guy. I know Bam has talent, but for him to like reach that next level of like stardom, where people can see that like, hey,
Gotta go up and wait.
this cat gets people out of here. He got to do it at 125 at least. I don't know if I'm not saying 130. That's a lot of weight to put on. I don't know how Bam walks around, but 120, he's gonna have to at least, or at least catch weight somebody at 125. Like 118.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? And that could come with time. I mean, I think he just said he just had a baby when he was during his last card. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's gonna slow him down at all, bro. He really dug into this sport, bro. And that at the very most, bro, as a fan, that's all you want to see from your fighters. They dug in. Abdullah dug in. Haney dug in, bro. Benavidez dug in. They into this sport. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the sport get pushed forward. And that all them fools can close the show. You know what I'm saying? They can turn the lights out. Bam turned his opponent lights out in round 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, nasty hook, too. Nasty hook.
Yeah.
So,
eyes crossed. That's how bad it is.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, at the very least, bro, he pushing the sport forward. And he done did this on a streak of knockouts. So, he on that list, bro. He on that short list for me.
Man, one of the ones that just it's
You
hard.
You
gotta have like a rotation. If with little guys, it's not always about how good they are. For them to get the real name, like NWow got the name because he beat a Neri, who's a 2-time unified champion. You beat Fulton, who is one of the ones. Like, you actually fight. You got some people that got some real names behind it.
Yeah.
118 is nobody down there right now because, like you said, that's a small guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a small person. So
you gotta see another killer. I get it. You gotta see.
At least one.
See another killer.
Because, like, who's the killer on his resume? I don't mean.
Yeah, bro. I can't help it that you make short work of your food, bro. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they throwing around belts like they, you know what I'm saying, like they government assistants, that don't help the case neither. So gotta save the best. You gotta separate the best from the rest somehow. But I do think in time, man. Like I said, he a young cat. He can start playing around with 122, 126 whenever he deems it so. You know what I'm saying? That he's got to give that some time.
Yeah, man. It's a good fight night. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was in the States, but you know.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Until then, keep getting hold out. You know what I'm
saying? I really wish it was in the States, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Big fights need to be in Vegas, man. It just feels different.
It don't feel right.
A big fight has to be in Vegas, man. So.
I do appreciate though. If I had to get my last 2 cents, I do appreciate getting
Early
the bed at a decent time.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It's an early night.
You know what I'm saying?
Main event walking in around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's
all
early
right.
night. Like,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
this feels good. Get the
You know
bed.
what I'm saying? It's not bad. It's not bad.
Almost 1 o'clock. Wing walks don't be starting at like what midnight. I'm like, hey, bro. I'm sitting there more like,
You feel me? You feel me?
So let it be a boring fight. I'm like, what? Who was that last fight that we watched? That had that long review. I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I fell asleep.
Was that was like Better Be Even Biddable? Was that the last one?
That might have been one. I know. I done got some good sleep in some Shedeur fights. Boy, I done got some boy. Prime NyQuil sleep, boy. I was there more.
No need for the ashwagandha. You know what I'm saying?
I got some good prime sleep in them fights. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's crazy.
Bullshit.
Yo, man. But like that, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Have a happy Thanksgiving. But for this episode, IDK Sports Podcast, your premium spot to talk sports with the average guys.
Yeah.
My name's Anthony. It's my main man Kenny. Everybody have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And until next time,
What's up?
we're out.